Lamar Jackson there. You'd rather see him in shoulder pads and a helmet. He's an exciting player. Brutal loss to CJ Stroud and the Texans. 10 points, 3 turnovers, a very unfamiliar 1-4 record. Here's head coach John Harbaugh on the state of the Ravens.
All right, obviously got beaten every way you can get beat. Very disappointed with that. Did not expect to see that. Just a complete disappointment. And we're going to have to find a way to turn it around and figure out who we are this next week and then into the bye and after the bye. We're going to have more than half the season left, and we're going to have to find ourselves. So that's what our aim will be going forward.
So in terms of panic for the Ravens, this is a weird spot because I think we all know they're better than their record if they're healthy, but they're not healthy. And so as I see it, the only argument you can make that it's not time to panic for the Ravens is schedule-based. Because it's not about their play. It's not about what they've actually put up. But we can show you the schedule because it's not ridiculous to say they lose to the Rams and they're a 7.5-point underdog in that game and they go to 1-5. And then when are you picking them to have their next loss? But that's the old, playing that schedule game is the only argument to make that the Ravens are going to be okay. You panicking, Willie?
Listen, as a former Steeler, I spent most of my pro career despising the Baltimore Ravens. Want nothing to do with it, can't stand them. Yesterday, I'm going to be honest, I was a little sad because with that disdain, there's a little love and appreciation.
Respect.
In the Baltimore DNA, there's bully ball, right? We couldn't find that. That didn't exist, right? And so now we watch the Houston Texans, who came into Baltimore, and I thought it was going to be a scrap match, but I expected Baltimore just have the better roster to come out on top. They hit the mute button on Derrick Henry. Mark Andrews only had 2 catches for 22 yards. You couldn't find Isaiah Likely. Rashad Bateman couldn't get open. The offensive line continues to struggle. Defensively, they stink, period. So I'm looking at this team right now, and I'm saying to myself, who are you? Like, where's the edge? You know what I mean? Like, I understand. Listen, we can give them the out injuries, right? But this is a team where we talked about in the start of the season, they already had a place at the table, right? It was Buffalo, Baltimore, okay, Chargers, Chiefs, right? But Baltimore was always in the conversation. When you have that as much respect and you garner that much attention, even with your B game, your C game, you win games like that. They got punched in the mouth and didn't respond. So for me, it's not about the schedule. It's not about the injuries. I don't recognize who the Baltimore Ravens are. And that's what's heartbreaking. I'm like, I may hate my enemy, but I still love you because you make me better. They're not even like, the AFC North is weaker because they weak. You get what I'm saying? Like, as a group.